Dobro Jutro, Divine Pisces 222. It is Saturday, November 16th, 2019. I'm doing an energy check-in. We're the Twin Flames today, and I did this on my community tab, but I do want to also, again, thank Made for Love for these. I love these cards. They're absolutely gorgeous. They have a lot of Twin Flame symbolism in them. I can't wait to bless them and be able to use them soon. So thank you so much. If you haven't checked out her channel yet, please do. I'm pretty sure it's in my featured channels list. If it's not, I'll double check and make sure. But it's Made for Love. She's really, really good. And I really appreciate it. Thank you very much. So first card out today is Mars. Mars. So a lot of sexual energy today, absolutely. I feel some triggers definitely in the air. I don't feel they're really, really heavy tower-inducing triggers at this point. I feel like either that's already hit or that hasn't hit yet. I feel like these are more like little like warning triggers. Almost like you knew they were coming, but they hit you anyway, and so you're like, oh, okay, I'm good, I got it. But I do feel some twins have put up their boundaries here, which, you know, it's okay. Again, it's okay to put up boundaries, but I do feel that these boundaries are not... That's the word I'm looking for. I'm sorry. I don't feel like they're there to block out so much as to, like, offer some sort of reprieve, like just to kind of step back and take a look at a situation. I don't think it's a defensive move necessarily. It's almost just like, okay, well, I need to take a step back and figure out what I'm doing. And I feel like this is more from Divine Masculine today, although it could be from Divine Feminine as well. I do feel still a little bit of instability in the connections, but not as bad as it was. I feel some insecurities coming through, which could have to do with these triggers here. There's something in these connections that's triggering insecurities. Self-worth. Some sort of abandonment issue. Sorry, I'm itchy. Okay. So yeah, I feel a little bit of insecurity kind of coming in today. Somebody's received some sort of communication from a family member about their counterpart here, which has completely thrown them off balance. It's like completely counterintuitive to what they thought. So I don't know who that's for, because I'm being told that's for either a specific person or some specific people within the collective itself. But anyway, so yeah, again, change of perspectives. There's a lot of shifts coming, a lot of shifts happening here. A lot of information coming through. The third eye really opening up for both twins right now. Absolutely. And I do still feel some inner child wounds, some darkness coming through, but I feel that the twins at this point are working on this. And actually, surprisingly enough, I'm getting that, you know, a lot of Divine Masculines are understanding these healing processes right now. They're starting to recognize when they're in healing mode, which actually could be where this is coming from, right here, okay? Hitting a trigger, recognizing the trigger, putting up that, that boundary for a moment so they can regain their stability, right? Regain their stability because they're embracing the spiritual aspect of the journey right now. They also know, you know, that some of these toxic cycles they need to end, these toxic patterns, these codependent cycles, karmic cycles, that sort of thing, need to end. And of course, same with Divine Feminine. Divine Feminine has been in this energy for a while, though. She's been desperately trying to end conflict, and pretty much any sort of negative behavior within the karmic situation. And of course, Capricorn to me always represents the devil or the karmic situation, and ironically enough, my karmic is in fact a Capricorn, which is funny. A lot of Capricorns. So So yeah, I do feel that these toxic cycles definitely coming to an end. I still feel a little bit of obsession coming in here, but that could be both. Remember, it's always mirrored. But yeah, so I do feel, again, some of these triggers definitely pulling up some inner child issues. But I do feel the heart chakra really opening up right now between the twins. This is actually really good. So you may be feeling a lot of back and forth, a little bit more flood of emotion, going both ways, okay? Not just anger, but I'm feeling more like heart flutters, anticipation, you know that feeling you get in your gut right before something's gonna happen? That. Okay. Let's take a look at Divine Masculine, see what's going on. Maybe if I get a card. I got one. Maybe he doesn't want me to use this deck today. Oh, okay. Just kidding. There we go. Alright. Try not to make this a super long video because I kind of got up late. So, yeah. Okay. Yeah, okay. So, Divine Masculine, again, I do feel is very triggered right now. You know, yeah, the Three of Swords usually represents heartbreak and despair and sorrow and whatnot, but right now I feel like it's a little upside down, or I should be reading it upside down, because I do feel Divine Masculine has hit a trigger. But, again, I do feel that most Divine Masculines... I'm sorry, I said Divine Feminine. I'm so sorry. Divine Masculine. Oh, I did not get any sleep. Okay, so Divine Masculine is pretty much at the point where they can recognize the triggers. And instead of sitting there dwelling on it, it's like they understand it. So instead of sitting there dwelling on this heartache and the triggers and everything that's coming up, it's like they're recognizing the healing process and they need to move forward. Which is actually really good. They're recognizing the truth here. And they also, I feel, recognize the fact that Divine Feminine is mirroring them all the time. So it's almost like if you think about it, it's almost like a comfort factor to know that your counterpart is pretty much going through the same thing that you're going through, whatever it is. It actually helps with that. So I do feel some Divine Masculines are really embracing the healing aspect here. They're manifesting like crazy, manifesting the connection, but also manifesting their abundance, manifesting their truth, you know, manifesting their mission or their purpose in life, you know, and working on their emotional intelligence and learning how to purge and learning how to heal, so that they can move forward and they can plant the seeds for their future and the future of the connection. So that's actually really, really good. So all of this kind of coming into play together, absolutely. Yeah, look at that. You know, rebuilding. They're learning to rebuild faster. Each time they hit a tower, they learn to rebuild faster and faster, and that's really good. So, you know, a lot of work. I feel the masculines have been putting in a lot of work. They may not have even realized that they were doing it, but some of them are definitely coming into realization of the spiritual aspect of this journey, and understanding each time they hit a tower that it's actually for their highest good, and it's not the world that's against them, right? So I do feel them, again, manifesting the connection, big time. Divine Masculines are manifesting the connections right now. They're really thinking about it. There's still some karmic situations definitely in the way, though. There's some karmic situations, could be third party, could be addiction, could be a job, whatever. But, you know, each twin here, you know, really embracing their spirit team here. Their spirit team's trying to come in and guide them forward, so that they can take that leap, okay? So they can take the leap together and fulfill their mission together, right? Which is the whole point. But there's just still some stuff that needs to clear out before the final, well, what I call the ultimate union here, of course, which is the Ten of Cups. Okay, but this is the ultimate goal. This is the wish fulfillment here, okay? So, that's interesting. You got the fish and you got the sun. So yeah, I still feel definitely some karmic situations need to be walked away from. Absolutely, some past life karma, inner child wounds, that sort of thing, toxic behaviors. But each twin is working on that. I do feel a little bit at a time. It's a process, right? It's not gonna be fixed tomorrow. All right. It's just not. Okay. All right, so Divine Feminine, yeah. Some Divine Feminine still sneaking around the truth. I don't know what is holding you all back. Excuse me. What is holding you all back from speaking your truth to those around you? I feel like you're being called to do this, though, but, you know, it's your own intuition. You need to consult your spirit team on this. When is the right time to do this, okay? I've already been very open with my truth. Very, very open as far as my karmic situation goes. I mean, I feel like, yeah, there's definitely a lot of trepidation here. There's a lot of fear. And I understand that. I understand that. You know, if you've been unhappy in a job for a long time maybe, and this job is just draining you, it's draining your soul, you're afraid to talk to your boss about it because you're afraid you're going to lose your job. Right? But is that fear grounded? Is that a grounded fear? Right? No. Okay? So don't be afraid to speak your truth out of fear, guys. You know, and if you have been stuck in that energy, if you feel like you're kind of dancing around the truth, sneaking around the truth, so to speak, you know, these towers that are coming, they're coming to clear that out somehow. There's going to be some sort of destruction of something. I feel something coming here. A big shift to really motivate Divine Feminine to move forward. Now, I know yesterday we were talking about moving forward and taking action and Divine Feminine wanting to take action, and a lot of people comment on, it's funny. I mean, if it doesn't resonate, that's fine. But people are like, I'm not moving. I blocked him. And that's fine. But you really need to reevaluate why you did that. Is it out of ego? Because if it is, something's coming to push that out of the way. So, and, you know, if you're so closed off, you may not even recognize the trigger. You're going to have a really hard time. Okay? Just letting you know. You really need to check that ego, guys. So, but yeah, Divine Feminine absolutely has a decision to make right now. A big one. A big one. And this is definitely regarding a karmic situation, guys. This is coming straight through, loud and clear. Karmic situation. There is a big decision that needs to be made. Divine Feminine has been working on getting herself together, getting her abundance, her foundation together. It's time to make a final decision, Divine Feminine. Are you ready? Are you ready? All right. Because triggers are definitely coming. And I feel like it's like a constant, it's like the same triggers over and over and over again in some of these situations that you guys are in. Like these karmic situations. Same damn triggers over and over and over again. And it's like you get the trigger, you understand the trigger, you recognize the trigger when it happens. And so what happens is you hit the trigger and then you what? You're like, okay, well, I get it. And then what? You disconnect, right? But you're still there. You're still dealing with this, right? So something is keeping this from moving forward. And yes, I do say go with the flow all the time. But it's also a good time to go within and figure out what may be blocking you as far as that goes. Now, it could be a 3D reason, you know, like I said, you know, money, if your money's funny or whatever, but something's happening to where it's not manifesting for you. So you need to go within and figure that out, right? But you will, I mean, because, you know, everything happens, yes, everything happens in divine timing. And when we talk about divine timing, we basically talk about your healing aspects, your alignment, whether you're in alignment or not. That's basically what divine timing means. Time does not really exist. No, that's a 3D, a human construct, right? It doesn't actually exist. And so keep that in mind. So yes, you want to go with the flow. But at the same time, you know, if you feel stuck, if you feel stagnant, if you feel like something's not changing, reevaluate yourself. Take a look at yourself. Go into hermit mode for a hot minute and see what's going on there. Do some meditation. Maybe there's something that you missed, or that you weren't paying attention to, and that's okay. You know, because the more you learn, the more you know, the more you grow, right? So keep that in mind, all right? So everything that's happening right now is happening for a reason. It's happening to build you up. It's happening to help you to ascend and to find the strength to move on. And you know, Divine Feminine, again, always leads for Divine Masculine, okay? All right, let's get some messages from the counterparts. And then I gotta go. I woke up late. Woke up at 4 o'clock this morning. Like, why? Why? Alright, here we go. Yep. Yeah, so I was talking about that heart chakra, feeling it back and forth. Yep. They're strategizing right now, guys. If they're quiet, just keep that in mind. They're strategizing. Yep. A lot of sexual energy coming in today. Okay. Again, some of you have some unresolved issues, and they recognize that, okay? Some of them do have karmic situations, possibly addiction. Keep that in mind. Doesn't have to be a person. Okay. Some of them don't feel good enough here. Okay. Alright. Alright, let's get some messages and advice from the universe. Oops. I love these cards, but they're hard to shuffle. Alright. Yeah. So yeah, mirror. A lot of mirroring happening right now. So again, it's kind of a comfort factor to know whatever you're going through, your counterpart's going through something similar. You're never alone, okay? And of course you have the collective. You know, we're all going through something here. But keep that in mind. Also keep your positive thoughts. Keep your thoughts positive. You know, because if you are mirroring, then that's going to reflect back on your twin if you're positive, right? Hey, look at that. You're not alone. You are not alone. But you also have your spirit team. You have Source. You know, you have your soul tribe. So just keep that in mind. You're not alone on this journey. You're never alone. I know it feels lonely. Trying to explain this journey to someone who's not been through the same things you have been through and have seen the things you've seen and understood the things you have understood, it makes you look nuts. It does. It makes you look nuts. And it's really hard to speak about this sort of thing to people who don't understand. Trust me. Trust me. I get constant backlash from my karmic partner. He doesn't understand, and that's fine. He doesn't have to. Right? So a lot of you are definitely being called into something higher for your mission, your purpose, or even your journey itself. You know, everybody has a different journey. Everybody has a different mission that they need to take on. Doesn't have to be twin flame related. Please don't think that, okay? And I say this consistently, okay? It does not have to be twin flame related at all, okay? Your mission is your mission. You were put on this earth for this mission, and it's unique to you. All right? And so what it does is it calls you towards people and calls people with it into your life who will help you with this, whose purpose is either similar to yours at that time, or that particular path has crossed, okay? So people, you know, when they come in and they come out of your life, it's for a purpose, okay? So you're going into their life for a purpose. They're coming into your life for a purpose. I have met so many people so far on this journey since I've been doing this since May. It's absolutely astounding. Like, just people, they're just like coming in when they need to, and I'm going into their lives when I need to, and then it's just like back and forth, right? It's really cool. So yeah, just make sure that you're keeping your thoughts positive, you're keeping your vibe high, okay? some of you have probably dipped into a low vibrational state. You're probably feeling all of this, like, darkness, the Scorpio season, the ending of cycles, you know, things like that. You got to keep that vibe high, okay? Just trust in the divine plan. You know, work on yourself, build that foundation up, okay? And have faith. That's the most important thing, is to have faith, right? All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for joining me. If this has resonated, please like, share, subscribe, and I guess I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye.